What's up everybody, Jesse here. Before we get started, I wanted to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of this podcast, T-Blocks. You may ask, what is T-Blocks? Well, T-Blocks is a unique t-shirt subscription service where you choose between an awesome licensed shirt or artist designed shirt delivered to your door every month. Prices start at just below $9, with a 12-month prepaid price that goes down to below $7 a month. Licensed shirts include designs from Disney, Marvel, DC, HBO, Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, Naruto, Star Wars, and many more. My first shirt was an awesome, officially licensed Zelda shirt, which, as you all know, we focus on Zelda a lot on this channel. So if this is something you would be interested in, please subscribe to T-Blocks with the promo code JesseTBX for 10% off your entire order. Details and links to everything can be found in the description below. And with all of that out of the way, let's get started.
As revealed by industry analyst Daniel Ahmad, Nintendo's teaming up with Nvidia to release some of its Wii and GameCube games in China for the first time. So while Nvidia's Tegra chip is at the heart of the Nintendo Switch, in this case the games will run on the Nvidia Shield, which hits the market of China. It says today in this article, but that was
About
a few
a
days
week
ago.
Yeah.
Nvidia confirmed that New Super Mario Bros. Wii, Twilight Princess, and Punch-Out for Wii are all available on the Shield in 1080p. And keep in mind that the Wii, its original output was 480p, so this is like very upscaled.
Yes.
While others, including Super Mario Galaxy, are coming soon. So there's also some videos here posted by Daniel Ahmad on Twitter.
Yeah.
He has a video of Twilight Princess running on the Nvidia Shield. It's said to be running in HD, but the video is on off-screen footage. It's not like captured directly, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
But that technically means that the Twilight Princess, the Wii version of Twilight Princess running on Nvidia Shield, is more HD than the official release of Twilight Princess HD.
Yeah. It won't have the upgraded textures or anything, but it would essentially be the exact same as uploading one of these games and rendering it from the Dolphin emulator or something to get it in HD. The Nvidia Shield, for those who are interested in China, comes to about 226 American dollars, and the games can be purchased for about $10 in US money, or the equivalent of $10 in the US, which is really good, because right now, if you officially wanted to play Twilight Princess in HD, you have to go pay like $40 or $50 to get it on the Wii U. But here, it's only $10.
That's pretty, even if it's an older, like 10-year-old version of the game, it's still upscaled. Just resolution upscaled, not a it's not, like you said, the textures aren't updated, and so it wouldn't have the official Twilight Princess HD's release with added items like the Ghost Lantern, but I mean, still, it's a really good game, one of my favorites, and that's dirt cheap, $10. So
like,
if they put
I believe
Wii
games, like Wii games on the Wii U that you could buy digitally and have them download to your Wii U were like $20. I believe.
So even still, that's like
Metroid, which obviously the Metroid collection came with all three Metroid Primes, but Skyward Sword was $20. And here, these games are.
I remember
only,
one
like,
time the Metroid Prime trilogy went on sale on the eShop, the Wii U eShop, for $10.
Oh yeah, it was half.
That's
price.
$10 Canadian. That's $10 Canadian dollars. So that's really cheap.
Yeah,
and
I think
was
it was when it first launched.
I didn't get it. I don't know why I didn't buy it. That's
and
three
even still,
AAA titles.
They're still not in HD. They're running at their Wii resolution. So,
but it's still output at 720 for the Wii U, right?
Yeah.
So
like it's output, but it's still going to look very similar to the Wii.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be a huge difference, but still, I don't know why I didn't buy that at the time.
The more important thing, because none of us live in China, so
no.
the important thing about this news story is that since the Nvidia Shield has the same Tegra chip, or a very similar Tegra chip to that which is found inside the Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
If they already have these games running on the same hardware that's found inside the Nintendo Switch, it would be almost as easy as like a copy and paste situation. Like the games can already run on the hardware. There's no like going into the code, getting it, like trying your best to get it to work with the engine, getting it to emulate the games or whatever. Like they're already running on the system. So,
and honestly, like if they moved these games to Switch and priced them at dirt cheap, because they are 10-year-old games like that, they could make a killing. And they already have Joy-Cons, which are
motion
kind
control.
of like motion controls, kind of just like better Wii remotes. Except because I believe they use gyroscopic instead of pointer controls.
Yeah.
But the games listed here, let's see, New Super Mario Bros. You don't need pointer controls. Punch Out, I don't believe you need pointer controls in Punch Out. Twilight Princess, in the Wii version you do, but in the HD version it's not. It's gyroscopic.
This could be like, because they said Wii and GameCube games are running, this could be the GameCube version.
That's true actually.
So or it could even be the updated Wii U version. I'm not even sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's
like the footage
I might be able
that
to
it's
tell from the
showing
video
is very off screen. So
because the footage it shows in the video from that tweet is the GameCube version of Twilight Princess. I can tell from the HUD.
So it's rendering the game not just in HD but widescreen as well.
Yes, it is in widescreen, and which actually looks a little awkward if you watch the video because the GameCube didn't do widescreen output, and so because it's running the game in widescreen, there's empty space. The HUD isn't pushed to the sides. The HUD is sort of in the middle with empty space on the sides.
Yeah.
So that looks a little weird, like because then the map is not right in the bottom corner. It's sort of in the middle, and well.
So what games? Are there any GameCube or Wii games that you would specifically want to see on the Switch? Because I imagine, since this is coming out with like Nintendo isn't necessarily launching these games in China. It's Nvidia through their partnership with Nintendo are able to launch these games. Obviously, I assume Nintendo Switch games could run on the Nvidia Shield since they're almost identical hardware. But none of these are like Wii U games or Switch games. These are like classic Wii or GameCube games. So
so let's do it. Let's pick 5 each. 5 Wii and GameCube games that we would like to see brought to Switch.
Also,
I'll go first. You go first. I'll go first.
Well, you can go first. But I was gonna say, like,
sure.
my dream with this is if they use China as sort of like a beta test for these games running on the hardware. I would love to see them come out at E3 and like officially announce these games, releasing physically for the Nintendo Switch, like an
do you
official.
Want to see it on a cartridge or like
on, like the cartridge, not just uploading it to like a virtual console, but like an actual cartridge release for games like Super Mario Sunshine HD or Super Mario Galaxy HD. But you start out with yours, like crossing my fingers.
You think
for
you'd like a collections pack released on a cartridge kind of thing, right? That's what you had in mind?
Maybe, like not all of the games, like multiple games on a single cartridge, just like releasing the games physically. Like here is Super Mario Galaxy HD or whatever, but it's not a $60 game, it's $20 or $30.
I just think, like, I feel like if they were going to do that and do it at a lower price point, like digital is far more likely. Cartridge would be more awesome because I really enjoy having physical copies of my games personally, but I feel like just knowing business practices with Nintendo, what I do know, I feel like digital is like the more likely route. But just because that whenever they release old games on any of the eShops that they've had in the past, Virtual Console, etc. Yeah, it's just digital. Which sounds redundant now that I say it out loud. But all right, here we go. Yeah. So my pick 5 GameCube or Wii games that I want to see brought to Switch, if they were just to do just 5 out of the blue.
Yeah.
So I think we talked about doing a Zelda's Collector Pack on our last podcast. So I'm gonna just say not Zelda games right now, just because I'm gonna sound like a broken record talking about the same games. So I'm gonna say Prime Trilogy, because Prime 4 is coming out soon, probably.
No, you
so
don't
if they
think
did the Prime
releasing a Prime Trilogy on the Switch would, like, people excited about Metroid Prime 4, or new players to the series who are excited for Metroid Prime 4,
both?
like playing through all 3 Prime games? You don't think they would be like burnout on Metroid, to where it's like, okay, I've had enough, so when it does come out, the excitement.
But you don't have to play it all at once. I don't know, actually I've had that happen where I tried to play through the Prime Trilogy all in like one marathon, and I totally I got through 1 and 2 and I was burnt out. I was like, I need a break from Metroid for a bit. But you know, just to generate the hype, even if you just do one of the Prime games, Prime 1's still my favorite, but you know, they're all 3 are really good games.
Now with what I said out there, I would still like to see the trilogy come out for the Switch.
I think so, just because they've already released the trilogy as it's like they've sort of set a precedent of the trilogy being released as one bundle already.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the way to go. Just because if say they put out Prime 1, 2, and 3 separately on the on the Switch eShop, as a consumer, if I saw that, I was like, okay, so Prime 1, 2, and 3, they're $10 each or something. I live in Canada, so $15 each. Or I could just go back to the Wii U eShop and get the trilogy for $20, or go to a used game store and get the trilogy for even cheaper. That's probably what I would do.
Yeah.
So I think that if they're going to re-release any of the Prime games, trilogy is the way to go on
what
Switch.
Are
I'd love to see that. I don't know why I eliminated Zelda from my own choosing, because I love Zelda games. Super Mario Galaxy, maybe as a bundle, 1 and 2 together. That would be really cool. I told you this in secret, but I'm just going to announce it. I've never played Mario Galaxy before, but I know that it is one of the highest rated games in history, and I do love me some 3D Mario, because I played the other ones. So I don't know why I just never got around to Galaxy, but now's a great chance to get me in, to put it on Switch. So Galaxy. What else? What are some real good Wii and GameCube games that aren't Zelda?
You have 2.
There's
just need 3 more.
Geez, this is harder than I thought. Why did I set this up? There's this really... Okay, Melee. Super Smash Bros. Melee is really awesome, and people have been begging for Smash or for Melee HD, and that's not going to happen. But this is just my dream pick, so I want to see Melee out again. If we were doing if we were including Wii U games, I'd just say Smash 4, but since that's not in the running, Melee is my pick. Double Dash. That's one of my favorite Mario Kart games. I'd say it's my 3rd favorite Mario Kart game. I'm gonna get backlash for that, but and one more. I'm just eyeing my game collection. Pikmin.
The original.
I want to see, or 1 and 2 again or you could do a Pikmin trilogy.
Yeah.
Because Pikmin 3 is super good, but Pikmin. Give me some Pikmin, because there are talks about Pikmin 4, and they just had Hey Pikmin, and I haven't played it because it just looks like it took all the fun of Pikmin out of Pikmin. But I'm being really negative about that game, and I haven't even played it. Those are my 5. Give me some Pikmin.
All right, my 5. I would say. No, this isn't in any particular order, but...
No particular order, and not Zelda, because we've talked Zelda
Yeah.
Zelda collections for Switch in the last episode.
I think we would all love to see like an official Skyward Sword HD or whatever. So
I just said not Zelda.
I know. I'm saying like everybody knows that, so we're not gonna go with
Jesse,
Zelda.
I say not Zelda. The first thing you say is Skyward Sword.
No, but I was letting them know, like, so they know we all already want that. So
we want that. Yeah,
list.
we put that out there.
So I would pick Sunshine.
Good choice.
Both Galaxy games. If they could do a bundle, that would be great. Double Dash is really one of the most unique Mario Kart games because it is the only one that allows you to have the 2 characters. So I think there is enough to set it apart from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which again wasn't necessarily its own Mario Kart game. It was a Mario Kart game from another console with its updates. So if they did the same thing with Double Dash, I think there would be enough there to set it apart from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. If there was like a Double Dash Deluxe.
Yeah.
So we got 3 there. Let's see.
3 good picks too.
Yeah. What else is there?
I'm sorry
since
for doing this.
There isn't any on the Switch just yet, I would like basically any of the Fire Emblem games that were on the GameCube.
Oh, it's that Radiant Dawn or Path of Radiance? One was GameCube, one was Wii.
Yeah.
The ones with Ike.
And finally, Luigi's Mansion.
Oh, I didn't even think of Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah. Now,
okay.
An honorable mention, that can be your honorable mention. My honorable mention would be either the Pokemon Colosseum, Gale of Darkness. Those 2 games, like they weren't amazing, but they were unique enough. Like they played like the Pokemon game that everybody wanted. Like everybody wanted Pokemon, like a traditional Pokemon game on the home console, and we had like Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Snap, all of these side games. But then we got Pokemon Colosseum, and it was the closest that we got to what people wanted until I think Sun and Moon came out. Because it wasn't until Sun and Moon that the graphics of the traditional Pokemon games passed what was offered in Colosseum. Because they have the similar art styles where it's like the behind the back camera angle with full 3D models. So I would say Colosseum or Gale of Darkness as like an honorable mention. But next year we're going to be getting the like the traditional Switch Pokemon game. So that's why it would be an honorable mention. Like if there was like if the 3DS was going to continue and the next Pokemon game would be on the 3DS, then I would say definitely the Pokemon Colosseum. But since we're getting Pokemon Colosseum but better anyways, but those are my 5. Luigi's Mansion, Galaxy 1 and 2, Sunshine, whatever else I said, Mario Kart,
Double Dash,
Mario Kart, and then Luigi's Mansion I really want, especially if it's like Dark Moon, to where it is like the different buildings, castles and stuff that you could go into.
Sweet.
Alright, so I guess that brings us to the end of that.
Wraps up our little Nvidia tangent.
Alright, The videos on this channel are funded by supporters on Patreon like you. If you're a fan of this channel and would like to join on videos, receive shoutouts, watch videos early, have your questions answered, or have your topic discussed on our podcast, please consider supporting on Patreon for these and many other rewards for just $1. Shoutouts for this video includes Linkus the Triforce, Rusty Caulfield, Lovable Christie, GiveTime15, Shadow to Us, Robbie Morgan, and Lunarium. I want to thank all of you for everything you have done to help support this channel.